Các bạn yêu Việt Nam thế nào? Còn riêng tôi yêu Việt Nam kiểu Úc. Đó là câu nói rất dí dỏm nhưng diễn tả được hết tất cả những tình cảm chân thành mà Julian, người đàn ông đến từ Australia xa xôi, dành cho mảnh đất hiền hòa hình chữ S.
Hi everybody, my name is Julian Silverman and it's a big pleasure to be in Hanoi. The first time I came to Hanoi, it must have been in 1994, and what really impressed me then about the city, I love to live in Hang Bak. It's a typical street in the old quarter and I really love to be there. And why I love it so much is that it's close to everything that I need to keep me going during the day. Hey, good morning. How are you?
Very fine, thanks.
I'm very well. I see you here.
Oh, nice to be here again in my favourite hotel.
Oh,
Yeah, I love it
You
here.
are my favorite customer.
It's close to a Vietnamese restaurant, which is simple and cheap. I like to order from the range of foods in the kitchen, and I like to sit down and eat surrounded by Vietnamese people. Sometimes you might make new friends there. And the staff all have wonderful stories. Thank you. Okay, have a good day. Don't you just think these are the best streets you've ever seen?
Yeah, it's great to walk around the whole city.
I really understand why you came back to Hanoi. It's such an interesting city.
Yes, yes.
Tell me, have you got used to the motorbike? Some traditional music there, they've got... I love Hanoi, and I think I love Hanoi, well, in an Australian kind of way. And what I mean by that is, well, we are an informal people in Australia. We don't stand big on ceremony. But what I find is that Hanoi is a place where people are very dignified, but at the same time very relaxed. They're so friendly and sociable. It's very easy to make friends and to have a good time in Hanoi. Oh, they're delicious. Oh, yeah. Okay, good. Oh, that would be great. Wow, they look so delicious, don't they? Right, this one. Go. In the 1990s, I made a documentary. One thing, though, I have to say, more wonderful than the physical nature of the city is the character of its people. For me, people in Hanoi are tremendously civilized. Now, when I say civilized, what I mean is that they are filled with a gracious, polite dignity. But at the same time, they are not arrogant, they are incredibly warm and friendly. So what I really like is the fact that when I'm with Vietnamese friends, or even new people that I haven't met, that they are so warm and keen to exchange and to make friends with me, and they are so dignified and polite, men and women. It's a truly wonderful state. I really enjoy it.
Rồi. Anh tự chấm.
Okay. Cảm ơn chị.
Anh chấm. Anh tự chấm. Ngon không?
It's so delicious. The chili and the oil and the garlic and the fish sauce just make this dish so beautiful. I really find that the simple food and the beautiful women of Hanoi are just a wonderful combination. I feel so happy to be in Vietnam. Oh,
chấm.
Oh, thank you so much.
Oh, thank you. Thank
Okay.
you. Okay. Thank you.
Tạm biệt.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
So lovely, huh? This is the traditional hospitality of Hanoi. It makes me so happy. Okay, goodbye, ladies. Bye bye. See you. Oh, okay, go. Come on, come on. Well, cars too. It's too much. Hanoi. It's too crazy. Come on. My Vietnamese is terrible, so I must communicate with my Vietnamese friends in English. I can't imagine how much more comfortable I would be if I could speak Vietnamese, and I must learn it someday. Yeah, come on, it's okay. Whoa. Whoa.
It's always so good.
Yeah, bananas are good. In my country, they are very expensive bananas.
Yes.
Chị ơi. I.
Mua một nải này nhá.
Oh no, I think these ones.
Cái này 30.000 anh ạ.
I think just. Oh. Wow, great. And that's before our dinner. I hope we don't get too full. We've still got a lot of good Vietnamese food to eat. Oh, great. So sweet. And this girl, she must be so hardworking, all day here selling bananas. Oh, no. When I travel throughout Southeast Asia, I can see that we live in a globalized
Don't worry,
world.
I'll get it.
That each city in Asia somehow resembles the next and is no different from many other cities in so many ways from the rest of the world. Tall buildings, expensive buildings, streets filled with cars. What I really appreciate about Hanoi is its ancient character. Somehow, 1,000 years of history of Thang Long, of Hanoi as a city, has meant that we have not lost the heritage of the city. And even in this modern time, we are still able to see that the ancient trades, that the customs, the way of life that are a part of these many streets in the old quarter still live on today. I'm so impressed by your business. How long have you been working here?
40 năm.
40 years. And tell me, is this your family business? Did your father have this shop before you?
Thôi ra tiền đi để mà phục vụ cho cái nhu cầu của nhân dân. Người ta đặt hàng mình thì mình làm. Đấy. Làm các cái mặt hàng về cơ khí thôi. Về sắt này.
Or big department stores. Aren't you perhaps interested in selling your business and taking the money and running away?
Nó là một cái thói quen rồi. Lâu lắm lắm rồi. Nhá. Đổi cũng được thôi nhưng mà nó vẫn cứ mình làm lâu rồi thì mình tức là mình vẫn không phải là không bỏ được nó, thế nhưng mà bỏ nó quen rồi. Văn hóa như là Julian đến với mình đây, tình cảm.
And now, Mr. Nam, I want to hear you play a little song.
Okay,
Mr. Nam is a good friend of mine. I've known him for many years. And although my Vietnamese is terrible and his English is not so great, still we can manage to communicate through our feeling for each other. And also because we have friends who can speak English and Vietnamese. So I must have known Nam now for more than 5 years. And when I come to Vietnam, I do get a haircut from him. I love to sit in his chair in the street and look at the view and the people going by. It's such an unusual experience. To be able to get a haircut from Mr. Nam makes me feel relaxed and comfortable and somehow even more at home in the wonderful city of Hanoi. When I get a haircut in the street from Mr. Nam, of course I remember my youth. And I remember when I used to have very long hair and I never used to cut it at all. I also remember going to the barber shop and getting a shave. But now I must admit, I'm too scared to get a shave in Vietnam or in any other country. I worry about infections. So now I just content myself with getting a haircut. I also sometimes think, well, I was a younger man once, and how great it is when your life is ahead of you and you see the potential in all the future activities that you can do, especially when you are in a place like Hanoi. So yes, I do remember my youth, and I do remember the feeling of how nice it is to be looked after by a good friend like Mr. Nam, who is busy cutting my hair.
Sunday morning, up with the dark. I think I'll take a walk in the park. Hey, 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 it's a beautiful day. I've got someone waiting for me.
In Australia, it would be impossible to get your hair cut on the street. You must go inside a shop and they will be very fussy about you. They will make sure that you are treated in a certain way, and maybe it will cost you a lot of money. But it's the informality of the haircut on the street that's so nice. You can decide in 1 minute and have your hair cut the next. It's great. But it's the surroundings of the haircutting place that Mr. Nam offers that I really like. You can see the small lake nearby, you can see the trees overhanging nearby, and you get a sense that you are part of a busy street and a busy world and a very dynamic city. But at the same time, you're able to relax and have that most personal of pleasures, a haircut. It's a rare pleasure in my life and a wonderful thing to do in Hanoi. Oh, the harmonica. Great, Mr. Nam.
Harmonica.
Đây à? Không sao, đệm cứ đệm vào.
Okay, Mr. Nam. What song?
Đưa tay mì.
It's so good to be in Tung's shop once again, you know. But for me, Tung is more than a shopkeeper, and his wife is much more than the lady's tailor. They've both been great friends. What's special about Tung is that he is the most social man that I ever met. Really. And when I go back to Australia, I am inspired to feel even more sociable, even more friendly, and to make even more friends. Some people call Tung the ambassador of Hanoi. I think it's true, you know, because he has the gift of being able to accept everybody into his circle of friends and to make connections between new people. So I've met so many people, you know, through Tung, and I must say that CouchSurfing seems to be an extension of that. because it's this kind of network, social network. I know it happens internationally. I know that there is couchsurfing in every country. But the marvellous thing is the way in which in Hanoi the group meets every week, and Tung is always there to welcome people, to make them feel comfortable, to introduce new members to each other. And I think it's a great opportunity for people in Hanoi who are listening to this program, or who might even be in other cities, to look up couchsurfing on the internet and to connect with each other. It's a great chance to make new friends. It's a great way for foreigners to meet Vietnamese people, and a great way for foreigners to meet with other foreigners. But to me, Tung is much more than just couchsurfing. He's been a really good friend, and there's been many good times that we've shared together, whether it's been going dancing, whether it's been enjoying a beer together, whether it's been going out for dinner. Sometimes we've just gone for a walk in the park. But every single time I find that he's cheerful, positive, and open. He works incredibly hard, he's in the shop all day, and is out and about on the town every evening. I don't know where he gets the energy from. I don't know how he can manage that. Somehow he has the power to go on, both being a great tailor by day and a great party animal by night. There are other kinds of dances in Hanoi too that I really enjoy. I love to go ballroom dancing with my Vietnamese friends. It's tremendous to go to the hall and everybody is dancing the same dance. Maybe it's the waltz, maybe it's the cha-cha-cha. And I like to see my friends dancing so well, and I really appreciate when they teach me the steps.
Julian.
1, 2, 3. And one thing which I find really surprising and amazing about dance in Vietnam, especially ballroom dancing, is that when you go to the ballroom dancing place, Vietnam is one of the unique places where young men will be available as part of the staff of the dancing hall, and if you're a single woman and you don't have any man to dance with, they will invite you to dance with them. It's their job. I know this is remarkable. It doesn't exist in any other city that I've ever heard of. It used to exist in Australia, I do know that, but that was a long time ago. And I do know that it exists in Tokyo. However, in other cities in the world, Hanoi must be unique for this particular custom. And how do you recognize these young men when you go dancing ballroom? Well, they are slender and they wear little red ties. They remind me of schoolboys with their little red scarves. But they're not schoolboys at all. They are fine dancers. And I do encourage you all, my foreign friends, try ballroom dancing. But if you really want a great time on the dance floor, go for salsa. Oh, it's great, and it's great to be here at CouchSurfing weekly meeting. You know, I don't come to Vietnam very often, maybe only 3 times a year. But when I do, I love to catch up with my friend Tung and go to CouchSurfing. I think what makes CouchSurfing so special is it's a chance for foreigners to meet with Vietnamese friends. It's a good opportunity for new friendships to begin and for foreigners to learn more from Vietnamese people about what makes Hanoi a great city and Vietnam a great country.
It's a beautiful day. Hot, 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 beautiful Sunday.
Most of the friends that I've met through Tung are not really couch surfers. So in fact, these are new people for me. I have not really met them yet. So I look forward to saying hello and meeting all the new people tonight. And the Vietnamese friends, I'm always interested at couch surfing to see what this is an international movement, the couch surfing. In many cities, in many parts of the world, groups of people meet together. So, of course, I'm not surprised that international people join, but I'm always interested to see who are the Vietnamese people that come. Often I find very smart, young, intelligent Vietnamese people wanting to develop their English skills, make new friendships. So they are the people I really like to talk to most when I do come to couchsurfing meetings. Wow, great, huh?
Người đàn ông này có cách tìm hiểu về văn hóa Việt Nam thật khác so với nhiều người nước ngoài đã đến Hà Nội. Julian đã chọn cho mình một điểm đến khá thú vị, đó là đến tham quan bảo tàng phụ nữ Việt Nam. Julian đã nói, phụ nữ là một nửa quan trọng của thế giới. Tôi đang sống ở Việt Nam và tôi muốn hiểu nhiều hơn về phụ nữ Việt Nam. Góc riêng của Julian dành cho Hà Nội thật đặc biệt. Một cách tìm hiểu về đất nước mà Julian yêu mến, theo cách mà anh ấy vẫn nói. Tôi yêu Việt Nam kiểu Úc, theo cách của riêng tôi.
Đó là ấn tượng của Julian về Hà Nội, thật đặc biệt, thú vị và còn nhiều những điều hấp dẫn nữa khiến người đàn ông này muốn tìm hiểu. Đó là lý do mà Julian thích nơi đây. Còn bạn thì sao? Hãy đến với ấn tượng Việt Nam và kể cho chúng tôi nghe bạn đã có những trải nghiệm thú vị như thế nào về Việt Nam, đất nước, con người.
Birds are singing, you're by my side. Let's take the car and go for a ride.